7,000 subscribers. Woo! That's right, everybody. We just hit 7,000 subscribers. Actually, as of this recording, we're currently at 7,206 subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing. I don't even know what to say. Your generosity really means the world to me. Just the fact that I had so many new viewers and subscribers on these last couple of videos flood to the channel. It just absolutely means the world to me. Each and every one of your views mean the world to me. I do this because it's just what I've always wanted to do. To actually see an audience growing in front of me, it's just mind-boggling. And I can't even begin to fully express how appreciative I am. So thank you so much. And while I've got you all here, I just kind of wanted to take a few moments to maybe give you guys a little bit of history of the channel and why this just means so much to me, being able to do this. And just why I do this in general. So YouTube for me started all the way back in 2009. I get it, I'm old. I had a different channel back then. It's been since deleted. But this was back in the great old simple days of YouTube. You know, stick figure on crack, annoying orange, and Smosh days. It was absolutely amazing. And YouTube was a different place back then. It was so much more raw, uncensored, and just people throwing things at the wall, just not professional stuff, just people trying different things. And I was fascinated by it. I grew up rurally and I had slow internet, so I was like watching this stuff on an old dial-up computer and just waiting for minutes to see these stupid videos. And I was in middle school at the time. I loved all the MTV shows like Jackass, Wild Boys, Viva La Bam, and all that stuff. And I also loved all of those shows on like History Channel and Discovery and MTV and Spike, like Deadliest Warrior, Future Weapons, Mythbusters. All that stuff kind of intermingled with me growing up. And me and my friends made stupid home movies going. We always would have fun doing different stuff. And what my biggest influence was somebody you may have heard of, good old Kyle, FPS Russia. When I saw him like doing these gun videos back then, it blew my mind that someone was able to make the videos like shooting guns and doing all these crazy things and make money doing it. It absolutely blew my mind as a youngster seeing this. Even back then, I was just heavily influenced by it. And it started out on that old channel. I would just do videos with BB guns and stuff because I was too young to own firearms at this time. We would still do stupid, we'd have airsoft wars and stuff like that. And most of this didn't end up, I only ever posted a few videos to this deleted channel. But it all culminated one day whenever we were doing an airsoft gun video. And I wanted to have like this effect in the background where we would like be shooting some airsoft guns and we would cause like a kind of a fireball to like light our bonfire behind us. And this is like so stupid looking back on it. Like I'm almost 30 now. Like this looking back on this, I just feel so dumb. But anyway, I had a cup of gasoline and I was gonna set it up over we had like smoldering fire and I was gonna set it up to where when I shot it, it would fall off and burn. I went to set it up, I dropped it, and I was completely engulfed in flame. Completely, like my head to toe. I saw just a flash and felt the heat on me. And luckily, thank God, I live on a farm and my dad had a cattle trough full of water about 30 yards away. I took off running and dove into it, and that's what saved my life. And then my friend that was with me helped me to the house. And that event changed my life. I spent weeks in the hospital, nearly died from shock. They had to debride my skin, do all kinds of horrible stuff. I would show you guys pictures, but I don't think YouTube would like that very much. I mean, I can show you my scars and show you that my arms are different. This is after a couple plastic surgeries. They literally took 8 inches of scar tissue out. and stapled my arms together. I tell people I've got an old man hand, but I know that was like probably one of the stupidest things that I could have ever done, and I've had to live with that every day ever since that. Looking at my scars when I take a shower and when I take my shirt off, and we didn't have to just live with all of the pain and the healing. And it happened to me when I was in school. I was a freshman in high school when this happened to me, and it was a very developmental time for me. And so I deleted that channel, and I don't even want to mention the name of it. So we'll just move on from that. Even talking about it now kind of stirs up a lot of emotion because of all the pain that I put, not only myself was put through, but my family. And I'm eternally grateful to all the people that helped me through that time. And I'm sorry for all the emotional stress that I caused. But I couldn't stay away from the internet. I knew that it was something that I loved, but I wanted to redirect my energy and be like, okay, like this, I can't be stupid anymore. Like this was a very big learning experience for me. Some people, I guess, just have to learn not to play with fire the hard way, I guess, and I'm one of those people. You can make fun of me however you want, but I'm willing to admit that. But I thought that it was about time that I gave you guys a little bit of my story on that regard. But that was all before this channel started, and that's what culminated to this channel beginning. If you watch the very first video that's on this channel where I review this gun right here, the Daisy Powerline 50 XT. This thing still works, by the way. I don't even know how old. I'm wearing gloves in that video, and they're to cover up because I was still healing at that point. I decided to change the direction of what I was doing online, and because I've always loved firearms, but I never grew up I never grew up rich or anything, and I've always been around people that have taught me to find the value in things. My favorite thing is when I find inexpensive firearms that are good, and I just love shooting. That is my main hobby. When I can just go out to the range and shoot, that is what I love to do. Like, just like when I'm out there, I'm in my element. For me, it's not even really about like defense or about this or that or LARPing or whatever. I just love shooting with my friends because it's therapeutic. And I'm fascinated by how different things work, and I'm fascinated by the history behind the firearms, and I love being able to share that. And I couldn't stay away. I just couldn't stay away. So I started this channel, The Hot and Fuzzy, based off of that same friend that kind of saved my life that day. His old gamer tag was The Hot and Fuzzy. We used to play Xbox and PlayStation together all the time growing up, and I told him, I was like, that's amazing. Do you care if I use that for my YouTube channel? He was like, oh man, that's cool. And I loved it. So that's where the channel name came from. And that's kind of like where this channel came from. Like it's always been my passion, shooting, and I want to be able to share it with you guys. And that's really what this is all about. I'm not really a weapons expert. I just tend to study them for fun and everything. I want to always make that clear. Like, I've not been in the military. I'm not police. I'm not anything formal. I've only ever done a couple shooting competitions in my life, so I'm not like a crazy expert or anything, but I do shoot a lot, and I love getting out and shooting on the farm and going to the local ranges and sporting gloves and shooting all the time. It's when I'm not working, that's what I do, because I work a real job, and this has always been a passion project of mine, and I absolutely love to do it. And shooting is the big thing, so why not mend filming and everything together? I got a camera when I was young, and it kind of just mended together because I liked filming myself shooting anyway. So those things kind of just went hand in hand together, and I'm glad that you guys are along for the ride. So it's really awesome, and I really don't know how to express how grateful I am. We just got our monetization back, by the way. That is absolutely amazing. We fell under the threshold for a while and lost it because I hadn't uploaded in forever. I was kind of getting into the flow of things with my career and everything. I realized, like, looking back at things, that I really love doing this, and this is what I've always wanted to do. But I've always wanted to be here, and this is like what I really love to do. But without going on for too much longer, basically what this all is I really, really, really appreciate you guys. This is absolutely amazing, and I so much appreciate the opportunity to be able to share my passion with you. So I went on for long enough about my history and everything. Thank you for watching, for sticking around this long, because I didn't script this or anything. I figured I'd just step in front of this thing and talk, and we'd see where it went. So, but before we go, let's step out to the range and shoot a few classics from the channel once again. Okay, so the first channel classic we're gonna shoot is the Skyy CPX2. Probably actually one of the most controversial pistols on the internet. A lot of people say that they're junk, and they're not one of the highest quality pistols on the market, but I do have to say mine has held up pretty well over the years. I probably got about 1,500 rounds through this one, and besides the dot on the front sight coming off and not wanting to lock open all the time, it runs pretty good and hits the point of aim. So they have a terrible trigger, I'll say. As I have grown and evolved throughout my shooting experience throughout the years, I have found that this trigger is absolutely horrible. This is the first 9mm that I did buy when I was 21, so give me that. I didn't have a lot of experience when I first got this. And I will correct myself, they are hammer fired, not striker fired, like I said in my video. Like I said, I was young and not as educated back then. But regardless, let's take the CPX2 out and give it a few shots. Oh yeah, that trigger is still just as heavy. Locked open that time. My goodness. This is just my Gen 4 Glock 17. I kind of needed a little palate cleanser after that trigger. Like I said, I've grown a little bit since those days. All right, so number 2 on the channel classic list, I think, is going to be the Marlin Model 60 with the micro groove barrel. Once again, this is one of the first guns that I got actually when I was 18. I'd always heard that these were great rifles with that micro groove barrel, and they actually aren't even made anymore. Ruger bought them out and quit production of them because they were a main competitor, and it's really a shame because these were great rifles in their heyday. But mine I've beat around. I've shot a lot of little squirrels and little varmints with this thing. As you can see, I dropped it when I was hunting one time, so we've got a zip tie here, the little thing's holding it together. I just can't bring myself to change it, but we'll give this thing some love. We've got a different scope on it than we did in the original review video, so let's give this thing a little love. These things are sweet. They're just semi-autos that are tube fed, so you don't have to worry about magazines. If you're hunting, they're great. I absolutely love these things. They're super accurate. I regularly take this thing out to the hunting club and shoot out to the 200-yard plates with it. These things are absolutely fantastic. I love them. So let me just show you guys one more classic from the channel, and we'll let you guys get on with your day. All right, everybody, and our last one is our beautiful Mossberg 500 in 20 gauge. This was actually the first gun I ever got that was mine growing up. My dad got it for me when I was in 6th grade to hunt turkey with, and I absolutely love this thing. I've shot I don't know how many shells out of this thing, and it is actually by numbers probably the most popular gun on the channel. It was featured in our 12 gauge versus 20 gauge video that I did a long time ago when I was pretty young, and this thing I've grown up shooting it. What can I say? I absolutely love it, and it has made me a little biased toward Mossberg. I love Mossberg shotguns. They're awesome. That's all I can say. So let's give this thing a little love. I haven't shot it on the channel in a very long time. I've outgrown it since the old days, so bear with me. The limb saver is on another gun right now, so I'm gonna have to kind of hold it like this. So let's give this thing a little love. We've got 6 shells loaded up and 6 clay pigeons. Let's see how quick we can run through them. Here we go. That is so much fun. She still runs great. Man, I love this thing. Best shotguns ever, man. Like, I love Mossberg shotguns. Once again, thank you all so much for watching the video. Thank you all so much for your recent subs. Just, I don't know what to say. Your generosity is more than I know how to express. I'm really excited to keep things going on the channel for you guys. There's more stuff currently in production in the works, so stay tuned for me. It's really cool to get back into the swing of things and be doing this. It's really what I've always wanted to do. But I absolutely love doing this for you guys, and I'm really excited to keep doing it. So stick around with me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag.